But we need to get the full effect here. All right, work it.
I gotta.
You look like you belong in a 90s rap movie.
Pretty much.
2000s.
Oh wait, I forgot.
Why do they do that?
I really don't know.
They did that?
Yeah.
You must have watched TV. I didn't.
Alright, let's go.
Why are you stripping?
That'll be good enough.
You get naked?
Come on.
Babe, your underwear's hanging up. They can see your gun.
It's on the other side.
Oh, they're seeing your flowers.
Yeah, it's okay.
What you working on?
Well, I think the car wanted to 60 foot a little bit harder against that blower car. I didn't swing for it, but I started pressing up against it a little bit. And we picked it up quite a bit to the 330 compared to our times at Myrtle Beach. And I think the chassis would have handled it if I would have given it, but that's neither here nor there. But against that blower car, I didn't swing for it, like I didn't go for it. But at the same time,
You weren't as reserved.
I wasn't completely reserved because like
But
it's a 3-second car. Like the car goes 370s.
I was gonna say, even if you were aggressive,
Like
you still wouldn't have been able to.
we had nothing for a 370 car going 180. Like we mile an hour pretty good on our test pass. The pass before that, it was 60 footed pretty good. It was smooth, so it doesn't necessarily look like it's getting it, but like people didn't think the homegrown Hustler 60 footed well either.
Yeah.
But that just is what it is. We run this car as smooth as we can. So I made a couple little chassis changes, from the big tire deal, running on 28s, and I'm working on some power management to go with those chassis changes I made. I feel like we could have probably picked it up. Well, Brent Austin, that guy's pretty talented.
Yeah.
I've never met him in person, but he's the guy that had Megalodon and won that deal when we were out, when I was helping with Jeff Lutz and stuff like that. And his Pro-Charged Hemi Camaro that was, I wonder if it was that black car. I'm kind of thinking he might have sold that car to, that's now that black Camaro out there. I think it might be the same car. I'm not, they look pretty similar. But, he's a pretty talented guy, and he had a small tire Camaro out here that 60 footed, like,
Good.
fast. Like, maybe, I don't think I went 1.0s, but probably went 110 to 113, 115, 60 foot. And we didn't go quite that quick. And, but that tells me
The
that,
surface.
well, that tells me, like, it's capable of doing
Yeah.
it. Like, I'm sure he's got, I'm sure it was a nitrous car, so he doesn't have, you know, turbos that weigh 60 pounds, and I don't even know if it was a big block in that car. It might have been a small block, nitrous small block deal. But that thing's 60 footed, like, hard. Like, I figured a really good small tire car could probably go 115 on that surface. We ain't there yet with this car, but we weren't way far off versus that blower car. But that blower car was just on a different level of. It's a big tire car. That's been 370s and
Yeah.
goes damn near 200 to the eighth. We ain't there, so we don't plan on being there with this car. So it tells me that the capabilities are there, that we could start pushing up against it a little bit harder and try to get off, knock off another half a tenth or so in the 60 foot. And that'd put us in a pretty respectable ET for this surface. Like, pretty dang good. And if we could 60 foot like that with a mile an hour he ran, it'd probably be 2/10 slower than our fastest pass with the homegrown Hustler. Yeah. I think. Somewhere around there. But yeah, so we picked it up quite a bit to the 330 versus our Myrtle Beach tune-ups and stuff like that. And picked it up pretty significantly in the 60 foot. And And mile an hour, pretty damn good out the back for just 20 pounds of boost. So,
It's promising.
very promising. I mean, we've gone quite a bit faster mile an hour with the last car, but I mean, we have less than 20 hits on this car, I believe, right?
You grew.
So I think
Yeah, there's not that many hits on the
I
car.
don't even think we have 20 hits on the car yet. So, yeah,
All right,
we're gonna get after it soon.
I'm going to bed.
I'm thinking about getting first round. If we run tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about trying to 60 foot, like, pretty good. I mean, it rained, but rain's not necessarily a bad thing. Rain washes off the track,
Yeah.
and like the dust up there and stuff like that is not going to be up there. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys that like and subscribe to the video. Straight Gangsters about to start doing some work here, and
We got Friday night's video uploading right now,
yeah.
so.
Maddy was working on that, and I was working on some tune-ups and some chassis changes and stuff like that. And, a couple things that we need to order so that we can knock out a couple things, and then racing probably Kentucky this weekend. $100 entry, $10,000 to win, and then War in the Woods the following week. So we're hoping to have some merchandise and stuff like that for you guys. If Shirt Gallery can't get it done, we'll have someone else print them up for us. But we'll at least have the Screw It shirts. We're not going to have the new car shirts yet, but we'll probably have the Screw It shirts and maybe some more All-American Hustler shirts, because it seems like you guys like those more than I thought you would like those. So we might order some more of those. And we'll have some hoodies and stuff like that with us, at least at
War in the Woods.
War in the Woods. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. That's your 2 a.m. update, or 1 a.m. update. 1 a.m.? 1 a.m. update. Appreciate you guys. Take care.
Well, guys, it's Sunday, and we are here at Motor Mile Dragway. We were here Friday for the big tire race, and we decided to stay because Saturday, Nut Up or Shut Up got rained out at Wilkesboro, and they actually rescheduled the small tire race for JJ to today. So there's a light sprinkle happening right now. You probably can't even tell, but they're supposed to have a couple hours of clear weather where there's not going to be any rain. They've got the dryers going up and down the track to try and, maintain the moisture. I guess maintain the dryness of the track and keep the moisture out. But they've got drivers meeting. People are starting to gather back here for drivers meeting, and we're going to do chip draw shortly and hopefully get off a couple of rounds.
He's 7 right.
Yep.
After you get your chip, come over here.
We'll do about 5 and hold it so she can catch us. It's not 7 elk. Thank God. As long as it's not 7. Well, it's exactly. I'll take any car butter.
So they got a daily driver class happening. I don't know why he just went running, but they got a daily driver class happening, and these are some of the cars that are.
Everyone please stand for our national anthem. Everyone please stand for our national anthem.
We'll be back. After the national anthem, we'll be back. Alright, so as I said, here we got daily driver cars. Nick over here thinks that he's a supermodel or something. That's why.
That's why.
small tire today. I think. Got our small tire. Now we drew 12 pairs. We're in the right lane. There's a total of 13 pairs. So we'll see. We'll see how the track looks once we get up there. Working on cleaning up a car that came in contact with the wall, but while they're working on that, these are the next couple cars that are coming up for the small tire race. Matt's got 11th pair right lane, so he'll be going just in front of us. I think he's racing this one here. I think that car, the Raven, is who we're racing. Like I said, we're 12th pair in the right lane. It's last pair there, and I don't know who she's racing, but get ready to do first round. So this is the car that we're racing. It's called the Raven. We're 13th pair, but they're having a little bit of issues getting the car started. We're giving them a few minutes to see if they can get the jump box hooked up to it. But Nick's in there, strapped and ready to go. We got tire pressure set, and they're just waiting on us. So we'll see.
Racers do to like embarrass someone, but how's it going, buddy? You're back? So, you want to sit in the car this time? Hey, I guess he got the courage up after Friday night to come and sit in the car. So, you gotta Man, we need to throw that thing out. That's not a real dirty 30 axe. So it was walking to the center lane a little bit, so I had to pedal it a couple times, just like whack the throttle a couple times, just to move it back over. I kind of feel bad doing that, but like you kind of have to in a situation like that because the car's moving to the left and you gotta get out of the throttle. And I figured it was coming, so I pedaled it quicker than I normally would in that situation because I didn't see him, but I knew we weren't on.
I got
our
nervous for a
fastest pass.
second because he was coming at you again right behind.
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see him.
No, I know
thought
you
I
wouldn't
heard.
have, but-
I thought I heard something coming towards me, but it's kind of hard to tell when. I don't know. Did we have him by a couple cars or something?
Yeah, you were in front of him.
It wasn't our fastest pass, but it was in between our first and second pass, our test passes from yesterday, and I was going to turn it up for first round, but
The rain changed the track a little bit.
The rain came in and like it rained all day, and then I figured if Brent Austin would have made a pass, I probably would have put the faster tune-up in it because he's a very fast car, and I could get a judgment off of what he's 60 foots and 330s, even though he's a nitrous car that's probably at least a few hundred pounds lighter than us. But we don't have the 60 foot with him. But I want a 60 foot within a couple hundreds of them. So here's the driver right here. Man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to whack the throttle a couple times on you. I was moving over to the left.
I was going all over.
Yeah.
I was moving around a little bit, so I pedaled it a couple times and brought it back over. But that's a cool looking car, man.
Thank you.
I'm glad you guys got it started and were able to make the
Everything
pass.
could go wrong at the same time.
Yeah.
It happens that way sometimes.
Yep.
We've had our fair share of bad luck. But I was like, give them as much time as they need, but like, I just didn't want to change pairs because like, we've had that happen before, and then a car oils down your lane, and like, you kind of like screw yourself. Like, we screwed ourselves pretty hardcore by like letting another pair of cars, and like, they actually started running a hard tire class the one time.
Yeah.
And like,
Hard tires
like,
completely ruined the
screwed up
lane.
the whole lane. Like, yeah, because we gave the other driver some time, and they're like, how much time do you want to do? I was like, give them as much time as they need. And they started running hard tires. I was like, guys, like, you just screwed like you like
Not
obliterated the track here.
Not literally.
But yeah, so I appreciate it. That's a cool car. We're gonna stop by and check that thing out.
All right.
I'm glad you got it running.
Yeah.
Hopefully they allow some grudge racing or something like that after this.
Yeah, no, I want to
hoping
get
they
on
do.
that. You want to get on some of that?
I might get in on some of that.
Cool deal. Cool deal. I'm going to hang around then.
Cool deal.
Okay, so Nick won first round. We're gonna get up here for second round of chip draw.
How many we got there?
There'll be 13. No, I'm sorry, there'll be 14. I need to go get another chip. I'm glad you asked that question. I forgot about that. Not anymore. 6.
Yep, right lane. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so I went up for chip draw on round 2. We got 6th pair right lane. What are your plans for this round?
I usually put the tire that we ran, the big tire in it last night, and
Okay, attention your vehicle.
see if the track. I don't know if the track's not as good as last night, but no, I think we'll be alright.
326.
It took it all last night, so.
Yeah.
Please go check in at the VIP.
They started running first round or second round again. So
Right lane again?
right lane again, yep. The dark cloud coming up overhead there. But we'll see what happens.
Test attention, small tire
we're
cars.
racing
We're
JJ's
looking for
car.
you in the lanes. Small tire cars in the lanes,
So we're
please.
racing, I think. Okay, so we just got finished with round 2. I recorded the 7th pair, and it ended up being right lane 1. Nick ended up losing. He's happy with like the way the chassis reacted and the tune-up that was in it. She just left a little early on him, and he went for it. Jason's race. That's the game that they do. So he went for it and wasn't able to get to the finish line in time. But Nick was happy with how the car performed. We're still learning a lot with the chassis and with the tuning on this setup, but it takes time. So that means there's gonna be, so there's 14 pairs 14 cars. There's 7 pairs. So they're getting through the race pretty good. This cloud, can you see it? Oh yeah, this cloud here was over the track prior to Nick making his pass. It's not raining yet, but it's moving along past us, and there's a chance that they're going to be able to get this race finished. So I'll be up there. It's early in the day. I'll be up there to get the rest of the race footage for you guys, and we will just continue making progress on the new car. You really can't be mad about it. All right, this is getting ready for 3rd round. It looks like this car here has the bye. Let's see who else is up in the staging lanes here.